So the third is really important, and this is what I call a second spiritual practice after the I am precious and valuable, and this is I am human. I am human means I am going to make mistakes. I am perfectly imperfect. I don't know how many of you grew up in perfectionistic families. I happen to have one, so I didn't get this so much. I was a good Catholic girl, went to the Catholic schools. I got it more like you got to be perfect in the school, you got to be perfect at home. I lived in a hotel in downtown San Francisco, and we ate in the downstairs dining room, so it was like a fishbowl. My mom's like, the guests are watching us. So I'm like, okay, I'll be good. So that whole notion of being perfect, that was like not said to me, you have to be perfect. It was just lived, implied, insinuated, seeped everywhere. It is a curse. So I am perfectly imperfect. I make mistakes. That is the nature of a being. We make mistakes. We get to know our mistakes. We get to apologize for our mistakes. We get to make amends for our mistakes. We get to forgive ourselves for our mistakes. And why I'm saying we forgive ourselves, if we're in a relational pattern where the other person carries grudges and can't forgive, and that's their little spiritual dis-ease that we want to go home and work on and invite them into working on, and they're not willing to forgive us because they got their feelings hurt and they're stonewalling and they're withdrawing and they're cold and they're mad and we got to forgive ourselves otherwise we're going to end up pursuing them, forgive me, pleading, desperate. Not pretty picture, because they're going to keep walking away or distancing, and they're going to get more inflated and go into more better than, and it's not going to be pretty. So come back to yourself, come back to your precious and valuable, get that wetsuit on, forgive yourself. I'm sorry I made that mistake. Please forgive me, I made that mistake. Here's what I'm going to do to correct that mistake, and now I'm forgiving myself that mistake. And that is multiple times a day practice as well, because we're human. We're going to make mistakes. I yelled at my 4-year-old when I didn't want to. I found myself hitting the 2-year-old before I wanted to. Hey, don't want to do it. I'm not a hitting parent. Hated it. I can remember we made a deal in our family: you never touch a kid in anger. That was our family motto. I broke it sometimes. I'd come back. I'd apologize to my kids. They knew the rule. Mommy lost it. Don't want to lose it. So we can set these wonderful models of what we want to do and how we want to be, and when we can't keep it, we get to apologize, make amends to ourselves and the person we offended, and forgive ourselves. And have you ever heard of the Ho'oponopono prayer? So this is ancient kahunas have been teaching and working this prayer for a very long time. And it's 5 simple phrases. I'm sorry, ... for whatever. Please forgive me, ... I forgive you, ... I love you, thank you. And you can do it with your body. You can do it with your spouse. You can do it with yourself, any mistakes you make. You can do it with friends. You can do it with your kids. And it actually starts shifting the energy because you're clearing out what would be a resentment, an anger, a place where you'll stay stuck inside. And any resentment that we carry makes us sick. They're toxic in our bodies. We want to clean those out. And this Ho'oponopono prayer is a way to really be working and clearing that.